Hello everyone, I'm in a Smart #5 Brabus edition and today I'm gonna show you the infotainment system a bit. I already showed you the cockpit and how to interact with everything and the app and the head-up display, and now it's the full infotainment system tour. If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. Number one, what you see, you have a passenger display and a main display. This you can set that it automatically turns on when there's a passenger sitting, but also that it turns off after 2 minutes. You have shortcuts where you can turn it off and stuff like this. First, let's go through the shortcuts. On the left, we have an on-off button that turns the whole system into the screensaver screen, and when you press it long, the infotainment system will be restarted. Then we have the hazards up here. You can turn off the climate, and on here front defrosting, rear defrosting, then the drive mode, and when you press it, it already switches around. And then some driving settings. You can do auto hold, electric parking brake, rear fog lights, hill descent control, rocket launch. This is when you put it on, you have to be in Brabus mode and you turn that on, and then you press it, the brake pedal and the gas pedal, there's a special animation.
3, 2, 1, go.
And then it does this. Very important. And I will test in my acceleration if this is faster when you do it like this. Turn it off. Then S pedal, when you press this, you have to wait 5 seconds and read all of this, what one pedal driving is, and confirm it. When this is on, your regen might be less. It's doing it automatically a bit, but it brings you to a standstill. I prefer it in high. Then we have emergency lane keep assist, lane change assist, regenerative braking settings, lane departure prevention, intelligent adaptive cruise control, and steering control. Then when you have your main screen and you scroll down, you have another favorites. We have here the park assist, reading lights, fold the mirrors, bonnet, Opel tailgate, power off. I think this means charging, to stop charging, driving setup, which we get later, passenger screen, sleep. Then we have brightness and the volume. And on the right we have here what you see in the background. We're gonna get to that later. And we have some modes. You have camping mode, car wash mode, rest mode, entertainment mode, pet mode, eco plus mode, energize mode. Pet mode, when you turn that on, it says it will turn off the alarm system for the interior of the car. It will keep the climate and put a warning here that the dog is fine, but it puts the climate to 26 degrees. I don't want it that hot for my dog, so entertainment mode keeps the climate how it is right now, and people can stay in the car. The whole entertainment system just stays on, so I prefer this one. Then what's so cool is you can press this and change those aids. You have more things that you can put in. Close all windows, open all windows, proximity unlock, proximity lock, head-up display, left wireless charging, right wireless charging, virtual engine, driving fatigue warning, distraction warning, screen cleaning, ambient light, driver screen sleep, live monitoring, and ventilate. It's all the stuff you can put in here that is so cool. It's very nice to have. On the top we have Android Auto, because I have disconnected. We have GPS. You can lock here, but you can also lock in your door. We have our notifications. We have Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, then connected to mobile internet, and the clock. Up here we have our navigation. You have home, work, next charger, parking, and then when you click this, you have the last destinations that you put in. By the way, I put my drive mode back to comfort. And underneath here we have music, phone, driving data, weather, and then the range, and if everything is okay. And you can click and press and move these around if you wanted them in a different order, but you cannot delete them. And on the car, here you can move that around, but the background can be something different, which we get to in a second. You can open the front, the trunk, and the charge port. Underneath we have a home button, all the apps, car settings, your seat settings, your temperature and climate. And then we have 5 buttons, you can see them with the minus in red, which you can adjust. Right now I have auto climate, navigation, charging, AC, and a 360-degree camera. And here we have the volume, which you can change. And then you can change it to those things which we have here. Quick cooling, energy saving, sync, smart air, deodorization, air recirculation, automatic parking assist, media, and the passenger temperature if you want that. But I don't want that, because if you press the display, you have the passenger climate here, which is so cool. Now, when you press home, you're of course always at the screen. Up here left, by the way, is our user. I have been connected with the app to this, so I can have 3 profiles and valet mode, switch the account, log out and everything. When you go to all the apps, you see them all. You have phone, messages, the settings, which we go in a second, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, local media via USB, Spotify, radio, internet radio, and other radios, video center, where you have a special video thing where you can watch Apple CarPlay, not Apple CarPlay, Apple TV and Prime Video, which is so cool. Then we have wallpaper settings, navigation, park assist, camera, automatic parking, smart modes, the ones we just did, user center, where you have other settings to your account, screen monitoring. Here you can connect to the USB-C port a device, and then this screen will be monitored here. That's so cool. And vehicle manager, where you have a task manager and storage management. So nice. And then apps, where you can install apps, browse apps, and have settings to this, which is again very, very nice. The climate, when you press on the temperature, you see your climate, the airflow, recirculation, auto. You have 5 different levels for auto, the AC, sync, ventilation, eco, max. You have settings, window auto close reminder, air, auto air purification, interior overheat protection, which is cool, which I don't use if the car is hot and nobody's in there. It's just energy waste. Air quality, smart air deodorization. That's all for the climate. Then we get to the settings. We have first the quick controls, open trunk, fold the mirrors, close the panoramic roof here, trunk, and opening the charge port. Underneath we have a few things. First is the drive setup, which is the coolest thing ever. So in here we have a lot of settings, and when you put a setting in here and click this arrow on the mark at the front and save and activate, this means that is your drive setup, that you want all settings restored every time you drive. And this you can set on the steering wheel at your favorite button. When you press this, it tells you that we go to that thing. You press it again, and then it says here 10 seconds or press OK. It will just do it. You don't have to look at it, and then you can have a lot of settings automatically restored when you start driving. And you can have in here regenerative braking, drive mode, intelligent adaptive cruise control, lane assist, lane departure prevention, emergency lane keep assist, evasive maneuver, parking emergency brake, driver fatigue warning, driver distraction warning, and active speed limit warning. So everything can be on or off to your liking. Amazing. Next is child lock settings, door mirrors. You can adjust them to select left and right, and then on the steering wheel on the right side you adjust the position. Head-up display, have the adjustment, brightness, position, and the angle. Favorite, this is what I mean. I have on the favorite the drive setup, but you can have mute, park assist, regenerative braking, passenger screen sleep, automatic parking assist, navigation, or the drive mode. And then tailgate opening can be a special percentage. I have it on 100%. Then we have lights. You can have adaptive front lighting, auto light or off, and the fog lights, reading lights for the interior, and can switch on special lights, external lights, follow me home lights and the time, automatic high beam control, approach lighting, courtesy lighting on rainy days, turn the lights on, and star mode, which does a special will turn on the front grid lights and daytime running lights simultaneously. Welcome light is a different animation, and a snow mode, a show mode, not snow mode. Then the light modes, night reading mode and hibernation mode. These are all the lights. Ambient light, you can turn it on in auto, customize it, driving mode, random color, brightness, settings, welcome ambient light, temperature, adaptive ambient light, retractable speaker ambient light, and this has an ambient light. I don't want that here in front. Charging ambient light, and then you can have a single color, dual color, or a theme. Change the colors, exchange those two, and everything. Driving assist, we have safety, front collision warning, and other stuff, rear traffic, blind spot, door opening warning, intelligent cruise control. Assistant is then lane departure warning prevention. You can turn that off, emergency, but again, this is all in our driver setup, which is so cool. Steering assist camera, this is the extra camera on the side. Maneuver assist, driving sound assistant, fatigue warning, off, active speed limit warning, and speed limit update warning. When the speed limit changes, you can turn it off here as well. Vehicle settings, you can have your drive mode, steering control, auto, light, medium, heavy, regenerative braking. You have brake level, sport or normal, ESC, auto hold, smooth braking, off center steering wheel alert, S pedal, hill descent, rocket launch. In vehicle control, you do your call log associated settings, automatically close windows, automatically close sun blind, automatically fold mirrors. Then we have a child lock, reverse gear setting, dip the mirrors, turn the wiper in the back on, unlock settings, unlock when you get close, lock when you get away, all 4 doors, 2-stage unlock, we have to press twice on your key, easy entry, on or off for the driver and the passenger, car search alarm, visual alert and horn, or just visual, lock sound, unlock the car in P, and you can turn the car off. Sound, you can have the sound in studio, live, vocal, immersion, low, medium, high, bass, standard, medium, high, volume adjust for different things, equalizer adjustment, audio trial, virtual engine. I have 4 different sounds for the virtual engine, and they're all horrible. I don't like this stuff. Speed-based volume adjustment, indicator volume, I have it on low. Touch, you have then this sound, driving mode, sound effects, volume reduction in reverse, volume reduction when opening doors, resume playback automatically, navigation volume, voice mixing, acoustic vehicle alert sounds, I have them on low. Then general. First we have display. You can have settings for your head-up display. I did that more in detail when I talked about the head-up display. Then wallpaper switch. I now have it in car model, but you can put it on planet. When you don't go home, your display is totally different. You can still have different things up here, but also down here different things. So from telephone to your music to, I think, even, yes, your last trip, which is really cool. And then when you go back to general, you can have wallpaper. Now you can select a different wallpaper in the back, and you have this display. You can have it as a car, as I just did, or the navigation. Then your main screen is always your navigation, which some people like. I find it nice that you... It said something. But I want it in car model. Static avatar. If selected, display animations will be limited. I like that. Screensaver mode, automatic passenger screen, brightness adjustment, screen sleep, automatically activate screen when passenger is present, screen cleaning. Connectivity, we have 5G network, then the wireless charging left and right off or on, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Energy, you can do charging. Your range can be standard or dynamic. You can have a charge limit from 5 to 100% and in 1% steps. Schedule charging, schedule departure, charging current for AC charging. Charging setting is automatic preheating of the battery, plug and charge. And here we have manual preheating of the battery, which is so cool. I like that. Discharging, you can do a discharging record. Trip statistics. You can see a lot of information of your last trip, trip summary notification, and you can reset some trips. It's really nice that you have so much information about battery temperature control, AC systems, low voltage systems, driving consumption. Really nice. Voice assist, vehicle condition, you have your odometer, our car is in good health, your VIN, motor number, front wiper maintenance mode, rescue mode, your tire pressure, tire temperature, trip statistic, we just were. System, you have here updates, reset your car, automatic download, automatic update at night, notification, language and units. Privacy settings, which you need if you want to use the app. And then we have our passenger screen where you can have the music. You can have, again, what I said, Amazon Prime or Apple TV there. You can connect your device, you can set your climate for the seat ventilation, and then you can connect a Bluetooth headphones and listen and watch to something while the driver has nothing to do with it, and this is all your thing. This is so cool. I like that a lot. And then you have, of course, your apps that you can do around here. Do you have, when we have even this passenger screen sleep, that is so nice. I like that. That's really nicely done. But that's it. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, but that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.